losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like big meals, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard. I'm talking words you understand. I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere you know. I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing to the love the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games till a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chillin' with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Triller brothers, yeah, we screamin' lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide.
Hello and welcome to Roxamore Sports Live for a matchup between Still Valley and Woodland Hills at the Woodland Hills High School varsity swimming. And right now we're heading off into event 9, the girls 1 meter diving. The first event was the girls 200-yard medley relay. That was event 1. And lane 1 was Kylie Carroll. And then lane 2, Cameron Peretti. Lane 3, Van Dusen. And then lane 4, Addie Ebbett. I got that all backwards. How about that? Okay, so actually it's, I forgot they jump in one after the other. Carol first in lane 1, then followed by Kylie. Lane 2, Cameron, followed by Peretti. And then lane 3, Van Dusen and Gretchen. Lane 4, Ebbett and Addie. Again, we're heading off into the 9th event here, that being the girls 1 meter diving. And when it came to event 1, in lane 3, they finished at 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Lane 5, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Then we had event 2 after that, which is the boys 100-yard medley relay. Was lane 3. Actually, lane 1, I take that back. Maxwell and Huck. Lane 2, Liam and Blaney. Lane 3, Owen and Reeder. Lane 4, Jacob and Miraz. And that event finished with lane 3 finishing at 2 minutes and 7 seconds and lane 5 finishing at 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Then we had event 3, the girls 200-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we had Maya and Codeman. Lane 3, Cameron Peretti. Lane 5, Addie Ebbett, all from Woodland Hills High School. Maya finished at 41 seconds, 41.65. And lane 3, Cameron at 2:16. Okay, that first one's incorrect there. But it was lane 3, 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Lane 5, 2 minutes and 41 seconds. And of course, it's senior recognition night here. So, shout out to the 3 recognized seniors here from Woodland Hills High School. That being Abigail Whitbeach, Gretchen Van Dusen, and Juliana Conley. All right, we are just about ready to start the 9th event here. Right now, there's no entries for who's in what lane for this event. But it looks like it's going to be lane 1, lane 2, and lane 3. That's going to be occupied here. Actually, it looks like they're skipping the 9th and 10th event, actually. So they're actually going to head off into the 11th event. That's going to be the girls' 100-yard butterfly. So in lane 1, it's going to be Abigail Boone and Gretchen Van Dusen. Again, so they're just going to skip the 9th and 10th event and going to go right into the 11th event, the girls' 100-yard butterfly. That's going to be lane 1, Abigail Boone from Woodland Hills. Lane 3, Gretchen Van Dusen in lane 3 again from Woodland Hills. And Delaney Cass in lane 5 from Woodland Hills. And they're off. Right now it's looking pretty good there for lane 5, Delaney. As well as lane 3, Van Dusen, keeping up. And not too far behind is Abigail Boone. Pulling quite fine, Van Dusen and lane 3. And she finishes up her second lap and heading off into the third here. Looking good here for Van Dusen. Just ahead by a hair of lane 5.
Between each event, make sure you call them out so she can change the
Delaney not fall behind, and then lane 1, Abigail fell behind just by a distance, but making good breathing techniques, good brush strokes. So right there, lane 3 and 5 are finished, followed by Abigail. So it's going to be lane 3, Van Dusen in first, finishing up at 1 minute and 18 seconds. Lane 5 finishing up in second place at 1 minute and 18 seconds, .73. And lane 1 at 1 minute and 29 seconds. And lane 1, Abigail. Lane 3, Gretchen Van Dusen, and lane 5, Delaney Cass. And coming up next, it's event 12, boys 100-yard butterfly. So in lane 1, it's going to be Carson Mans. Lane 3, Maxwell Huck. Lane 5, Owen Reeder. All from Woodland Hills High School. Maxwell Huck, usual seat time, 57 seconds. And Owen Reeder, seat time, 1 minute and 2 seconds. No entry for Carson Mans. But right now, again, oh, and I skipped one. Lane 3, Jackson Galloway from Trinity Christian with a seat time of 56.13. Right now, good timing here. Again, this is the boys 100-yard boys 100-yard butterfly. Again, Carson Mans, lane 1, Maxwell Huck, lane 3, Although it appears to be 2 people in lane 3, so at least according to my roster. So let me just take a quick little look at the caps here. Woodland Hills in lane 3, so if I were to make a guess, it's going to be lane 4 that actually has Jackson Galloway. So lane 4, it's Jackson Galloway from Trinity Christian Academy. And it's lane 3 and 4 that I finished up. Now lane 5. So Maxwell Huck, Owen Reeder, and Jackson Galloway have finished up. Coming up next is Costin Mans. To finish up his last lap here. And that he does. All right. Let's see what we have. Okay, so in first place, we have lane 4 finishing up at 55.59 seconds. Second place, finishing up at 56.99 seconds, that's lane 3. Third place, 1 minute and 4 seconds, that is lane 5. And lane 1 finishing up in fourth place at 1 minute and 26 seconds. That being Jackson Galloway finishing up at first place, and Maxwell Huck finishing up at second place, and Owen Reeder finishing up at third place, and Carson Mans finishing up at fourth place. All right, coming up next, we have event 13, the girls 100-yard freestyle. It's going to be lane 1, Lucy. Lane 3, Kylie Carroll. Lane 4, Jacqueline Ewan. And lane 5, Lulu Boone. And right now, it's looking good here. Okay, so for my recollection of how to pronounce that name is correct, it's Jacqueline Wen in lane 4. Lane 3, Kylie Carroll. Lane 4, Lucy Mihalson. Lane 4, lane 5, Lulu Boone. Right now it's lane 3 that has finished up here. That being Kylie Carroll, followed by lane 5, Jacqueline. Lane 1 finishing up here, that being Lucy. And coming in, lane 4. Actually, I don't know, I messed up one of them. Lane 3 finish up, Kylie. And coming in now is lane 4, Jacqueline. And there we have it. In first place, it's lane 3, finishing up at 1 minute and 10 seconds. That being Kylie Carroll. Lane 5, that being Lulu Boone, finishing up at second place, 1 minute and 14 seconds. Lane 1, third place, that being Lucy, finishing up at 1 minute and 10 seconds. Actually, lane 3, finishing up at 1 minute and 10 seconds. And lane 1, finishing up in third place at 1 minute and 29 seconds. And lane 4, finishing up, that being Jacqueline, at 1 minute and 48 seconds. Coming up next, it's event 14, the boys 100-yard freestyle. And so lane 1's going to be Nick Nania. Lane 2, Mason Rager. Lane 3, Adam Steiner. Lane 4, Atreyu Convert. Lane 5, Lucas J. Obeldinger. And lane 6, Hanif Capers of Still Valley. So in lane 1, we have a athlete from Woody High. Lane 2, Still Valley. Lane 3, Woodland Hills. Lane 4, Still Valley. Lane 5, Woodland Hills. Lane 6, Still Valley. Making good time in here. And again, this is the boys 100-yard freestyle. Good strength here in lane 3 and good speed, that being Adam Steiner of Woodland Hills High School. As well as in lane 4 by Still Valley, Atreyu Convert. It's lane 3 that finishes up first, followed by lane 5, lane 4, and coming up next, lane 2 and 1. And then last will be lane 6. So it's going to be lane 3 in first place, that being Adam Steiner, finishing about 1 minute, 0.88 seconds. In lane 3. In second place, lane 5, finishing about 1 minute and 7 seconds. Lane 4, third place at 1 minute and 10 seconds. Lane 2, finishing up in fourth place at 1 minute and 16 seconds. In fifth place, lane 1 at 1 minute and 20 seconds. In fifth place. And nothing right now for lane 6. Nothing just yet. Gonna head off into the next event here. That being event 15, the girls 500-yard freestyle, but right now they have nothing for lane 6 as of yet. Right now the score between the two schools is 59 and 59. So they're keeping it close. But just a quick little rundown with the names. It's going to be first place, Adam Steiner. As second place, Lucas. Lane 4 in third place, Atreyu. Lane 2, fourth place, Mason. Lane 5, or lane 1 rather, being Nick in fifth place. And lane 6 in sixth place being Hanif. All right, again, so we're heading off into the 15th event here. The girls 500-yard freestyle. So lane 1, it's going to be Abigail Boone. Lane 3, Annabelle Johnson. Lane 4, Alania Hartnett. Lane 5, Juliana Cornelli. And they're off. Looking pretty strong here for Still Valley in lane 4, but right now it's lane 5 that's pulling ahead here. That being Juliana Canelli. Right now, just about everyone's finished up with their laps here. It's lane 3 that's ahead right now, that being Annabelle Johnson. Looking good here with her timing. as she finishes up her lap, followed by lane 5 and lane 4 finishing up their lap, and lane 1, followed by lane 2. Great timing here by Annabelle. And in lane 5, Juliana Canelli making good timing as well. Then lane 4, Alania Hotnet. And Abigail Boone making good timing as well. I do see lane 3 occupied right now, but or lane 2 occupied, but right now I don't see a name there. Whom is in lane 2 right now on my roster? But right now, good timing here. Lane 3 looking good. That being Annabelle Johnson. Still powerful strokes. Right now, lane 2 looking pretty good here. But it's Annabelle finishing up her 7th lap here. And heading off into her 8th lap. Lane 5 being Juliana, finishing up her 5th lap. Alania Hotnet finishing up her 7th. Abigail Canelli finishing up her 7th. Annabelle finishing up her 8th. All right, finishing up her 9th rather. So Annabelle finishes up her 9th lap there. Lane 3, still looking good here by Annabelle. And she is heading back there. Right now, 3 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock here. Annabelle finishes up her 10th lap on her way to the... She finishes up her 11th lap on her way to her 12th. Abigail making good time in here as well. And after this, we'll have event 16, the boys 500-yard freestyle. And now you're looking at event 15, the girls 500-yard freestyle. Annabelle, after finish up her 15th lap here. As well as lane 5, Juliana, oh actually I take that back. Yeah, no, that's Juliana Canelli. Lane 1, Abigail Boone. (5 minutes and 30 seconds). getting close here. And it's right now ahead of the fray is Annabelle, followed by Juliana. And 6 minutes and 11 seconds. And 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Annabelle heading home for the finish, as well as Juliana getting ready to close up here. Annabelle finishes in first place. Juliana, motivated here, picks up the speed. As she goes to finish. And she finishes up in second place. Right now, it's between lane 4, lane 2, and lane 1. Right now, lane 3 is making some good progress. I mean, lane 4, rather. That being Hartnett from Still Valley. And lane 1, Abigail Boone, looking good here as she's heading home for the finish. Last lap here by Abigail. And Abigail finishes up in third place, lane 1. And now it's lane 4, Hartnett, heading to finish up in fourth place, followed by lane 2, whose name is missing from the roster, unfortunately, here. Right now, lane 2 is on her way for the finish. In fifth place. And so there we have it. In lane 3, they finish first place. That being Annabelle Johnson. Lane 5, Juliana Conelli finishing up in second place with 7 minutes. Lane 1 finishing up in third place with 7 minutes and 59 seconds. Lane 4 finishing up at 8 minutes and 28 seconds in fourth place. And lane 2 rather, finishing up in fifth place at 8 minutes and 47 seconds. All right. Coming up next, according to my program here, anyways, should be event 16. Okay, I'm looking at event 16, the boys 500-yard freestyle coming up, but I do see some female athletes taking their place before the lane here, so maybe there's been a slight change in the schedule. But nonetheless, as always, thank you for joining us here on Roxamore Sports Live as we cover this swim meet between Still Valley and Woodland Hills. It's been quite a while since I last covered a swim meet back in, I think it was February of last year, and Alden Ice for their championship. And now, here we are, 2024. First time in a long time. Good to be back. And glad to have you guys here to witness talent against talent. Still Valley and Woodland Hills. Okay, so it looks like they're going to skip the event 16 and go right to event 17. This is going to be the girls 200-yard freestyle relay. So in lane 1, it's going to be Juliana Canelli first, followed by Lucy, followed by Abigail Whippich, and followed by Abigail Boone. Lane 3, Woody High. It's going to be Kylie Carroll, followed by Gretchen Van Dusen, and followed by Addie Ebert, followed by Cameron Peretti. Lane 5 is going to be Woodland Hills also. All lanes are going to be Woodland Hills. So it's going to be first Maya Codman, followed by Lulu Boone, followed by Annabelle Johnson, followed by Delaney Cass. And they're off. Into the water they go. Looking good here in lane 4 as they pull ahead. Looking good here in lane 4. So it's lane 4 that finishes up first. Now, good speed here. Very good speed. Great momentum. Good breathing techniques. A little bit of a change up in the schedule here. And see, it says girls 200-yard freestyle relay, event 17, but it appears something changed up. So we're just going to roll with the punches today. But originally it did say the girls 200-yard freestyle. It seems like it's a good mix-up here. Great speed there in lane 3, though. Just gliding 3, looking amazing. Lane 5, looking good here as well. And coming in is lane 1. So there we have it. In first place, it's going to be lane 4, 1 minute and 39 seconds. Lane 3, second place, 1 minute and 51 seconds. Lane 2, third place, 1 minute and 55 seconds. Lane 5 in fourth place at 2 minutes and 5 seconds. And lane 1 still going here. Lane 1 finishes up in 5th place at, waiting for the timer It tells exactly 2 minutes and 46 seconds. All right, well done, well done. All right, so it seems they've mixed some things up there a little bit with the schedule. I'm going to tell you by ear what the next event's going to be here. Because evidently my schedule's a little bit out of place here. So let's see what we have coming up next. It's going to be lane 1, lane 3, and lane 5 occupied by Woodland Hills, and lane 4 occupied by Still Valley. But again, I'm going to tell you as they go along here. And some things appear to have changed up here. And as always, thank you for joining us here on Roxamore Sports Live. Again, it is senior recognition night here at the Woodland Hills High School. 3 seniors recognized. They did, they jumped in the pool one last time to celebrate their last swim year together. That being Juliana Connelly. She has 3 years of, wait, hold on. So we're at the 100-yard backstroke. So here we go. It's got lane 1, lane 3, lane 4, and lane 5 occupied right now. Here we go. Looking good here, looking good. 35 seconds on the clock. Good momentum there in lane 4 by Still Valley. Now executing a backstroke. As it is the 100 backstroke here. Relay. Still Valley looking great here. High encouragement by her team. So we're in event 19. The girls' 100-yard backstroke. Maya Cotterman finishes up. As well as Layla Rager from Still Valley and Lucy in lane 5. In lane 1, it's Abigail Whippage. So right now, as it is, it's lane 4 finishing up in first place at 1 minute and 30 seconds, that being Layla Rager from Still Valley. Lane 3 in second place at 1 minute and 42 seconds, that being Mai Codman. Lane 5 in third place at 1 minute and 46 seconds, that being Lucy. And lane 1 in fourth place at 2 minutes and 29 seconds, that being Abigail Whippage. Well done, well done. Heading off into event 20, the boys 100-yard backstroke. Okay, so that's going to be Nick Nanya in lane 1 from Woodland Hills, Adam Steiner in lane 3 from Woodland Hills, and Patrick Marshall in lane 5 from Woodland Hills. Nick with a seat time of 2 minutes and 3 seconds, Adam with a seat time of 1 minute and 13 seconds, Patrick with a seat time of 1 minute and 21 seconds. Right now, they're off. It's looking good here in lane 3 by Adam Steiner, followed by lane 5, keeping parallel to him, that being Patrick. And Nick, looking good here. Adam Steiner really executing these strokes well, as he is ahead of Patrick here. In 38 seconds. And Patrick, 39 seconds in that lap. And then after this, we'll have the 21st event. That'll be the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. Here we go. Lane 3, looking good here. That's Adam Steiner, followed by Patrick Marshall, who's finishing up in second place here. And then we have Nick coming in here, picking up the speed, staying focused. Gotta love it. So lane 3, Adam Steiner finishing up in first place at 1 minute and 18 seconds. Lane 5, second place, 1 minute and 22 seconds. And Nick coming in here and finishes up. Let's see what we got. Nick in third place, finishing up at 1 minute and 58 seconds. Well done, gentlemen, well done. Lane 1, it's going to be Kylie Carroll. Lane 3 is going to be Cameron Peretti. Lane 5, Lulu Boone for the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. And they're off. Looking good there in lane 3. That being Cameron Peretti ahead of the rest there. Then in lane 5, Lulu. And keeping almost parallel here with Kylie Carroll. Right now, Peretti is just about ready to finish up the second lap here. And again, this is the girls' 100-yard breaststroke, followed by the boys' 100-yard breaststroke. And after that, we have 2 more events. Looking good here. Hitting a lot of strength there in lane 3. Right now, it appears in lane 5, Lulu is pulling ahead of Kylie Carroll here. Right now, Cameron Peretti is on the way. Back for the finish here. And Cameron Peretti finishes up in first place. Lane 5. Coming up here to finish, but check it out. It's lane 1, just behind by a hair, and it's going to be Lulu Boone finishing up there before Kylie Carroll. So right now, Cameron, first place. Kylie, third place, and Lulu Boone, second place. In lane 3, Cameron Peretti finishes up first place, 1 minute and 14 seconds. Lane 5, second place, that being Lulu Boone, finishing about 1 minute and 32 seconds. And lane 1, third place, Kylie Carroll finishing about 1 minute and 37 seconds. All right, coming up here for the 22nd event, it's going to be the boys 100-yard breaststroke. Okay. So here we go. Woodland Hills occupying lane 1, 3, and 5. And actually, I take that back. Yeah. So Woodland Hills occupying lane 1, 3, and 5. And in lane 4, we have Jackson Galloway from Trinity Christian Academy. So as it is, it's going to be lane 1, Ruslan Canelli. Lane 3, Maxwell Huck. Lane 5, Lucas Earlbildinker. And lane 4, Jackson Galloway. Making good speed here. Here we go. Looking good, looking good. Great in lane 3, Maxwell Huck. And there we have it. Maxwell Huck finishes up, followed by Jackson. And now it's lane 5, Lucas heading home, as well as Ruslan. One minute and 35 seconds. Lucas finishing up here. And followed by Ruslan. In lane 3, it's Maxwell Huck finishing up in first place, 1 minute and 9 seconds. Lane 4, in second place, that being Jackson Galloway, finishing about 1 minute and 10 seconds. Lane 5 rather, finishing up in third place at 1 minute and 38 seconds. That being Lucas. And lane 1, Ruslan Canelli, finishing up in fourth place at 1 minute and 46 seconds. Coming up, the second to last event here, event 23, the girls 400-yard freestyle relay. Woodland Hills occupying both lanes. That's going to be lane 3 and lane 5. So in lane 3, it's going to be starting off with number 1, Lucy. Number 2, Lulu Boone. In third will be Delaney Cass. Lane 4, Maya Codman. And in lane 5, it's going to be starting off with Abigail Boone, followed by Abigail Whippich, followed by Juliana Connelly, followed by Annabelle Johnson. So it's going to be the girls' 400-yard freestyle relay. And then after this, it will be the last event, the boys' 400-yard freestyle relay. And of course, we'll be back with Roxamore Sports Live, back here on Roxamore Sports Live with more swimming next week. Actually, let me retract myself there. On the 15th of this month, it's going to be Woodland Hills going against East Allegheny. I'll be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And actually, as I look at my schedule, I actually see an event before that. So mark this on your calendar as well. And it's going to be Woodland Hills going against Penn Trafford at 6 p.m. over at the Penn Trafford High School at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on February 13th. And here we go. And here's a kicker. Apparently we have lane 4 occupied as well. I don't see a name on my roster right now saying who's in lane 4. But right now they are doing a great job pulling ahead here. Lane 5 looking good. And lane 3 trailing behind. But absolutely great work here in lane 4. And again, we'll be back next week. I keep saying next week. Actually, next week it's going to be all basketball and some wrestling on the 7th. But we'll be back on the 13th of this month for swimming. And again, that's going to be Woodland Hills going against Penn Trafford. And on Thursday of that week, on the 15th, it's going to be Woodland Hills going against East Allegheny. Then we have the Pittsburgh Public Schools Championship at Alderdice on the 21st of February and the 22nd at the same time, both days, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here we go. Lane 2 looking good here, as well as lane 4. The mystery lane, that doesn't appear to be on my schedule, or program rather. But they are making great time in here. Lane 3 and sends in a new swimmer. We have 3 minutes here. Minutes and 20 seconds. Lane 5, a new swimmer. That being Juliana Connelly. Lane 4, a new swimmer. And lane 3, making good time in here. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And right now we got quite a good amount of spectators here in the bleachers here at the Woodland Hills High School, watching for Still Valley and Woodland Hills. And as always, thank you for joining us here on Roxamore Sports Live as we cover today's event, which is varsity swimming, boys and girls. And we want to give a good shout out to all those that encourage these young, talented athletes to go further with academics and athletics. Right now you're watching talent against talent. And swimming is one of those practical sports that get you kind of adjusted for all other sports. I mean, when you're swimming, you're really working out your entire body there, as well as working on your timing. Not to mention it's a great skill to have in general, to know how to work your body against the water, be it a pool, a lake, a beach. It all helps out. And test your strength and know your limits, and see if you can push yourself a little bit above your limits each time you go. So right now it's looking like we're about finished here with the girls 400-yard freestyle relay. Again, lane 4, a mystery lane that's occupied here, has finished up, followed by lane 3. And right now you're looking at lane 5 in action here. And then our last event, event 24, will be the boys 400-yard freestyle relay. Looking good here. Lane 5 finishes up at 6 minutes and 3 seconds. So it's going to be lane 4 in first place, finishing up at 4 minutes and 14 seconds. Lane 3, second place, 5 minutes and 14 seconds. Lane 5 and third place at 6 minutes. So we're heading off into the last event here. I'm not sure if anything else is going to switch up here with my program that I have printed out from the officials, but we'll see, But as it stands now, it's going to be the last event, the boys 400-yard freestyle relay. It's going to be lane 3 and lane 5. Lane 1, Patrick Marshall will be going up first, followed by Ruslan Connelly. Then third will be Lucas Erbeldinger. Then lane 4, Adam Steiner. I mean, not lane 4, in fourth. After all the others go in, will be Adam Steiner. Then lane 5, we have Liam Blaney. Lane 2, not lane 2. Actually, it looks like they're not going to do the boys 400-yard freestyle relay. It looks like they're finishing up here. Ay. Schedule really changed up here. All right, well, that will be that. Again, we'll be back on the 13th and 15th for another swim meet. Right now, it looks like the officials have given Woodland Hills 18 points, Still Valley 11. Again, great display of talent here. Talent going against talent. Looking forward to seeing some more action from these young talented athletes here. And again, we'll be back on the 13th of this month. I'll be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Woodland Hills will be going against Penn Trafford at their high school. And then on the 15th will be Woodland Hills going against East Allegheny at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, of course, we have the Pittsburgh Public Schools Swimming Championship at Alderdice at 10 a.m., as well as on the following day, on the 22nd, at 10 a.m. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on Roxamore Sports Live. Looking forward to seeing more action from these young, talented athletes in this coming Actually, next week. The week after next week. Oh my gosh. Again, the 13th and 15th. Mark that on your calendar. Get a good look at that schedule tab. If you go to roxamoresports.com, looking forward to having you guys there. If not in person, at least here on Roxamore Sports Live. Absolutely a pleasure covering these events. And looking forward to more action from these swimmers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be heading out. All rights are reserved to our CEO and executive producer, Leon Rockymore. Any use of copyright footage must have written consent in order to use it. You can catch us on all platforms, that being Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and RoxamoreSports.com itself. All right. Have a great night.